Hello everyone, welcome to Campus Conversation, Asian World School podcast where young voices meet big ideas.
Today, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Vikas Jain, Managing Director of INS Solar. With over 20 years of experience, he is an entrepreneur with a strong focus on quality, innovation, and growth in the solar sector. His strategic vision has positioned the company as an industry pioneer. Based in Jaipur, Insolation Energy, popularly known as INS Solar, is a rising name in India's solar industry, powering the shift towards a more greener and sustainable future. Sir, a warm welcome to our podcast. Thank you so much for coming here.
Before we begin, I would like to express my gratitude for inviting us to the INS solar panel manufacturing plant. It was an amazing experience, sir. We got to know about different production processes and how manufacturing actually works. So thank you, sir, for inviting us.
Welcome.
So let's begin with our conversation. Sir, could you tell our viewers about your company and the vision behind it?
So this Insolation Energy Limited was established in 2016. I am an mechanical engineering graduate.
Oh.
So I passed out in 1998. I started different businesses. I started my career doing some trading business. So from 2000 to 2014-15 I did trading business along with my partner who was my classmate. So we are together since last 32 years.
That's amazing.
So in 2014-15 we felt that the business what we are doing is at its peak. So there is no more further scope to increase the business or increase the values. We were searching some new goods, new priorities, new product which we can enter. So someone suggested for the solar. So we installed some small solar plants, manufacturing plants, where the power is generated through solar and it's being sold to government. So we installed one plant in Bikaner, one plant in Ujjain. Later on in 2017, the first manufacturing unit of INS Solar was established on Delhi Road. The unit you visited is the latest one. We have further two more such companies operating in Jaipur. They are located at Delhi Road, where we are manufacturing the solar panels. So this journey began in 2017 within size of almost 50 megawatt. So now the current capacity is 5,000 megawatts per year we are producing. So it's almost 100 times in last 8 years. So the thought behind this solar journey was in 2016-17 when we were searching for some new ideas. We visited many factories of similar products in India, China and Taiwan. So where we found that the manufacturing processes, what we were using in India are altogether how the manufacturing was done in China or Vietnam or Taiwan. It was altogether different. In India, the factories were still manual, but the Chinese factories were almost automatic. Since you have seen, this product is very delicate. Even the touch of a finger can damage the cell. The life of solar panels is almost 25 years, so you should be very careful in manufacturing process so that it can last up to the 25 years. So we started a factory since we both were engineers. So we invested in machines more than the infrastructure. Although the plant was very small, maybe only 50 megawatt, but the process what we were using is exactly the same what Taiwan or Chinese were using. So that was the main strength of the company, due to which any customer who visited the factory even at that time in 2017 never gone empty handed. जो भी आया कुछ ना कुछ ऑर्डर तो देके ही हैं. So the growth of the company was exponential. First year it was 50 megawatt, second it was 100, then 200, then 800, then 1600, and then altogether 5500 megawatt.
That's interesting. It's always amazing to explore about new innovations and everything.
Sir, along your journey, what's the one most valuable lesson you learned?
Most valuable lesson I would say is keep the commitments or honesty commit whatever you can do only. It pays back. Don't overcommit, or for the sake of taking the order, commit anything which you cannot comply. So even after 9 years, we are having the same customers, same set of customers we are still having. And in my another business, which I started my career in 2000, I am still serving those customers even after 25 years. That's because of this only.
That's good to know, sir. Sir, looking back at your journey, was there a turning point or a defining moment which has led you to where you are today?
There were 2 or 3 defining moments. First was in 2007 or 8, when we were doing the trading job. We were having very short amount of capital. We started with almost zero capital. So when we started, we were almost just college pass outs. No money, no nothing, no experience. So in 2006, we got the dealership for Jindal Pipes. So that was the turning point for that company, that trading company. The scale went from this to this altogether. In 3 years, the turnover was more than 70-80 crores in trading. The second was when we started this solar in 2017. It was the total journey, and before that 2017 we were just a trader. After that, the trading business and the manufacturing is altogether completely different. और तीसरा जो टर्निंग पॉइंट आया when the company got listed in BSE stock exchange in 2022. The perception of everyone and ourselves, within ourselves, this changed completely about the company, about the process, about how the system works. Now we know how the corporate company works, how the things are governed, and from 80 crore companies to a valuation of 80 crores in 2022 to 9,000 crores in 3 years, that was a big turning point.
It's incredible to know how a single moment can hold so much weight. Sir, did you realize that this movement as a turning point when it was happening, or did you realize it later?
Later.
That brings us to our next question. As we all know that no success story is without its challenges. So, could you share some of your obstacles you faced, such as obtaining capital or getting government approvals?
But the first and the foremost challenge was the capital only. Right from the beginning of my career, capital was always in a crunch. I started my career with almost no money. So when we built this first solar plant, then it was the cheapest factory in all over India for the solar panels. We constructed this factory in the record price, and still also, although the company is doing more than 2,000 crore business, capital is the biggest obstacle. Second, if we say the obstacle that we are facing is not as a insulation energy. In this, I would like to say, as India as a whole, we don't have a much facility for R&D. So what we people do, we are doing copy of the other countries. What they are making, we are just copying and making it in India. So it's nothing new what we are doing over here in most of the industries. So we need to invest in R&D. So R&D एक obstacle है जो we don't have any facilities for R&Ds in India. So we are just making and scaling the things what others are doing, what other countries are doing.
Sir, what are the different policies that government can issue to improve R&D situation in India?
R&D situation, the government has to allocate funds. First and the foremost, they allocate funds and they simplify the process of patents and other things. Recently, we have signed an MOU with IIT Mumbai. Since we don't have so much R&D facility in-house, so we have done tie-up with IIT Mumbai. How we can develop some new product, and with each visit we gave them some problem statement what we are facing. Maybe it can be a quality, maybe it can be a work process, maybe it can be equipment. So the IIT Mumbai team visits, they try to identify that problem. They do some research in their labs, and then they come back with some solutions. Things are improving.
Sir, you mentioned you constructed your factory at a record low price. So, sir, what are the steps you took to reduce your manufacturing cost or setting up a plant?
Cost for setting up a plant, most of the things we monitor ourselves. And here my trading experience came into picture, since we were supplying to almost all major industries in Rajasthan and MP from last 20 years. So I have visited more than 500 factories and met many persons from factories ranging from cement, chemical, textile, oil, food, beverage, distilleries, anything. So that experience came into picture over there. We knew what people can do, who can do the best job at the best prices, and what things I can buy locally other than importing, or where I can do the compromise in the selection of material.
Okay, sir. So I am sure there must have been many ups and downs in this journey. So how did you stay motivated and kept going during tough times?
As a person, I never get excited too much और never get demotivated too much. So ऐसा नहीं होता मेरे साथ कि कोई मेरे को बहुत एकदम चीज़ मिले तो मैं बहुत ज़्यादा सुपर एक्साइटेड हो गया, या कोई चीज़ मेरे साथ टफ आई तो मैं एकदम डिमोटिवेटेड हो गया. वी कीप वर्किंग, कीप लर्निंग. आई एम ए मैराथन रनर. माई डे स्टार्ट्स एट 5:30 AM. By 7:30 I usually back to home. I do my running regularly. That's a very stress buster for me.
That's amazing to know how you handle so much of work with just one hobby. So, moving forward, as students, we are still learning to manage our time and stay consistent. What kind of daily habits would you recommend that we start building from now?
Better is start your day early. Usually all the youngsters that I see, they wake up, they kept waking up to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and morning उनका 11 बजे से शुरू होता है. तो I think this habit should be changed.
Waking up early.
Waking up early.
Okay, sir. Sir, we often look up to role models as individuals. So, do you have any role model that you looked up to?
No, never.
So it was just self-motivation for you?
Yeah, I had never copied anyone. I do studies, biographies. Reading is my another hobby. Whenever I get time, I do readings also. I have read almost all mythological books. Not only Hindu, Muslim, Bible, everything I have read. But I don't follow any particular person.
So knowledge is the most important thing?
Knowledge is the most important.
Okay, sir.
If you could time travel and meet your younger self, what is that one conversation you would want to have with him?
I was leading a very calm, very peaceful, very happy life before I started this factory. So I would ask, why you started this? So now I go office at 9 o'clock, 9:30. I come back at 9 o'clock. More than 12 hours we are working every day. Earlier I used to work 6-7 hours. Usually I didn't go to offices on Saturdays also. But now even 24/7 into 365, everything is working. So I would ask, why you did like this?
How do you manage your personal life with this much pressure?
The personal time I get only in the morning. Since now the kids are grown up, so the family is not so much demanding. My elder son has already joined me. He did his engineering from IIT Mumbai. So he's recently joined the company. So now it's easy to manage.
That's amazing to have a family support with you.
Yeah, family support from initial days, no problem from the family side.
So as students who are just starting to think about our future, what is one advice you will give to us to build a strong future and contribute more towards sustainable development?
So if you have some idea, these days students are having so many different types of ideas for a startup. Don't discuss it with so many people. They will just spoil your idea. If you find it okay, maybe you can discuss with your mentor. You find some good mentor, discuss with it. If you find it okay, go ahead. Don't discuss it with so many people. It will spoil everything. बहुत सारी चीज़ें आजकल स्टार्टअप में ऐसी हैं, अगर आप उनको सोचो स्टार्टअप सक्सेस होने से पहले, तो यू विल सो व्हाट इज दिस ऑल रबिश, ये तो कुछ बिजनेस मॉडल बनता ही नहीं.
And sir, do you think that startups that are being made today should contribute more towards sustainable development?
Definitely they should more towards sustainable development. Sustainable development is one thing. They should more concentrate on mentorship of other students, other youngsters, other entrepreneurs who are trying to set up something or the another.
Okay sir, that's valuable advice.
As a insulation also, we do promote startups by funding also, and if they don't require funding, then mentorship also. I do regular mentorship for many startups.
Did you seek for any mentor or for help when you were with your idea of starting this business?
Yeah, initial days we took help from the industry leaders, from another businessmen and friends who were already into this business.
Okay.
But not from anyone, but a few people who were already doing this business, who had good knowledge about this solar.
So you worked with their experience.
At that time, I already had an experience of almost 15 to 17 years.
Okay.
In your life, any day would be the day one when you don't have any experience. You have to just start.
You have to start.
You have to just start from day one. तो वहाँ तो कोई experience नहीं था. So what we had, we too had one bike, one 10 by 10 room and 50,000 rupees. That's all with which we started everything.
That's so inspiring, sir.
According to you, what should students focus on more? Success, learning, or experience?
Experience, I don't think you would get much in this student life, but learning, as a student, the first and the foremost job, your priority should be learning. Try to gain or learn whatever maximum you can do.
Sir, but don't you think that experience and the hunger for success is what matters more in the real world?
Real world, yeah, real world it matters. But if you are knowledgeable, if you have gained some experience, then only you could be success. Very few people are there. You can count on the fingers who got successful without these things.
What's one failure experience you had that taught you more than success ever did?
In 2015, when we were searching for some new jobs, we got into we made some venture into health sector, and I started some fitness centers. We were, as I told you earlier, we were searching for some new businesses. In pursuant for that, we started some fitness center. So since my experience was altogether different, it didn't match with my appetite, it didn't match with my way of working. So वो मेरे लिए बिल्कुल एक फेलियर था. जो चीज़ के लिए मेरा टेम्परामेंट ही नहीं है, दैट इज़ ए सर्विस सेक्टर इंडस्ट्री. सो जो चीज़ के लिए आपका टेम्परामेंट नहीं है, अगर उसके लिए आप जाओगे तो सक्सेस आने के चांसेस ना के बराबर है. डू वॉट एवर यू फील लाइक डूइंग.
Okay, sir. So as we come towards the end of our podcast, we would like to have a rapid fire round with you, sir. So are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
The rule is simple. You have to choose only one of the options out of the given two.
Okay.
So early mornings or late nights?
Early morning.
Risk taking or playing it safe?
Safe.
Safe. So don't you think risk taking is more important?
So we are two persons, and we are two partners doing business together. My other partner Manish, he is more risk. His risk appetite is more. So I try to play safe. So there is a balance between both of us.
Okay.
So success or satisfaction?
Satisfaction.
Innovation or experience?
Experience.
Fixed routine or flexible schedule?
Fix. I like fix.
Big goals or small consistent?
Small consistent goals.
So sir, what is your next step of your company to be more successful?
So next step, we are coming up with a very big expansion. You must have visited the solar panel factory. The heart of the solar panel is solar cell. It is the solar cell which converts this solar energy to electrical energy. So we are coming up with a very big unit of manufacturing for solar cell. It is a state-of-the-art factory coming up in Bhopal. So this is a very big step for the company.
So do you only sell your solar panels in India, or do you export?
No, we don't export. As a as a product, this solar panel is hardly exported from India, and that too to US only.
So, competition or collaboration?
Collaboration.
And taking breaks or pushing through?
Taking breaks.
This brings us to the end of our podcast. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and we got to learn and know more about your experience and learning from your journey. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir.
That's all for today. Let's continue to support solutions that protect our planet and power our future.
Thank you for tuning in Campus Conversations. We'll see you in the next episode.